Alright, and we're back. It's game number 4 here in the QR2. Rat King and R3 versus Honky and the Silent Sentinels. So far, the Silent Sentinels are up 2-1. And the 2 games that they did win were not all that close. R3 did take the first game, though. And, we'll see what happens here. Sentinels were able to field quite a few more players. They have three players advantage here, but we'll see if they do what they have been doing the previous 2 games and sitting a couple of players. So Honky Toxin, Pogue, Khan, Monty, Asma, Lizard King, Jotun, and Blonde all showing up here in support for the red team, the Silent Sentinels, and the white team. Rat King, 10, Kramisi, K-Size, Slate, and Muse are here and trying to take a couple more wins if they can away from the Silent Sentinels. And somebody told me to maybe watch the films before I cast them. Do like a quick run through, and I may end up doing that later on, but right now I have so many films that I want to get through, and I kind of want to keep it kind of spontaneous and kind of keep that kind of discovery thing going on, because I enjoy watching these films, and I hope you enjoy watching me watch these films too. But I do want to put a little bit more effort into the games to come, especially if they're between teams that are kind of on equal footing. And these teams may be on equal footing, but obviously only 6 players showed up for R3. There were some scheduling issues, and not everyone was able to come out and be here for this match. So I'm just kind of doing it as I go, and hopefully in the future the quality of these casts will also improve, and that's my hope, and I hope that you hope so too. But anyway, we're gonna look at some of these trades. Here I am just talking nonsense. 2 Tros, of course, for the Sentinel team. R3 is going to take 2 Tros as well. A smattering of the spiders here, and each team is gonna try to be as mobile as possible, and really you can't not be mobile on this map. It is capture the flag, so taking each other's flags is of the utmost importance. 2 journeymen for the Silent Sentinels. Only 1 journeyman there for the R3 team, so we will see exactly what happens. Of course, both teams are going to go heavy, kind of heavy fetch, heavy Zerk, and some Myrmidons, and some Dwarven heroes as well. Although I'm not sure if R3, yeah, they did take a couple of Dwarven heroes, 4, I think. And Sentinel's taking a couple as well. There's 2 there. So maybe only 2. Nope, here's 2 more. Honky again playing the defense. He is kind of traditionally the heavy hitter for one of the heavy hitters for his team. So it's interesting to see him play defensively. He's just doing the traditional kind of captain role. Here we see this spider line of R3, kind of an interesting formation there on this landscape. And there's a sizable force there for these Sentinels. And here we have Muse. We saw him in game 1. He kind of slipped through, and they played capture the flag quite on accident. And here he is. He's going to try to slip his force through, possibly. Rat King telling him to just go. So Monty is going to be engaging here with Slate. Slate has been doing a pretty good job here for his team, so Monty may have to be careful. We see him kind of putting off that exchange. Doesn't want to engage directly with Slate, but to get him out of position first. So doing that with that Berserk, trying to get the drop on him there. There we see some spiders taking some damage from Pogue. And it looks like the way for Muse has opened a little bit, though not really.
Contested.
Jotun is kind of blocking it there.
Flag contested.
So K-Size's Spider doing a little bit of damage. I think he took out Honky's Dwarven Mortar, which is kind of a blunder for Honky, I have to say. He must have been looking elsewhere while that was happening. So here we have a push by R3, trying to keep Sentinels on their toes, trying to keep them out of place. Honky's other dwarf taking a little bit of damage there. Lizard King is trying to tell his team to hold the line, telling Jotun to fight. And if you cannot hear me, I apologize. I forget that fetch are so dang loud. Oh, and it looks like Jotun is just going to be bum rushed here by the spiders. He isn't going back into the Tro though, and most of those fetch are just going to go down and get wasted. So huge play, huge advantage here for R3. 83%, 61% remaining forces. So that was massive there. The spiders paying dividends. And Muse is going to engage finally. And Lizard King being chased down here by Rat King, which we saw them kind of exchanging words earlier. Jotun kind of Lizard King is lambasting Jotun on his poor performance. Honestly, I'm not sure what Sentinels are going to be able to do to get themselves out of this. They are sending a Berserk to scout the flag of their opponents, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to find out all that much.
Flag contested.
Saw a Dwarven hero get destroyed there and drop his satchel charges everywhere. Nice shot there by Muse, taking out that dwarf. So Muse doing pretty good as well. This dwarf already racking up 7 kills.
Flag contested.
And K-Size's dwarf is going to get worked on but not taken out there. And Lizard King is going to lose a Tro there. And the flag is in danger, and these Tro by Rat King are going to clean up, claim the flag, it looks like, for R3. And that is that. Pretty convincing win there for R3, tying it up 2-2. Once again, Khan, Toxin, and Blonde sitting that one out, so being gentlemen there. Monty with damage. Interesting because he didn't have Tro, but trying to carry his team, and not really happening. Jotun losing all of those fetch, very unfortunate. For R3, it looks like Rat King and Slate coming out on top there. Rat King did have the Tro, and Slate doing a pretty good job with his fetch as well. So that's game 4. We're gonna go ahead and move into game 5. It's tied up at 2, and we're gonna see who comes out on top in this matchup. It is the Myth World Cup, and it is the QR2 matchup between R3 and the Silent Sentinels.